Arvind Kejriwal-led Aam Aadmi Party is infamous for supporting anti-national elements from Tahir Hussain to Umar Khalid to Kanhaiya Kumar to Sharjeel Imam. One would find AAP serenading such elements in some capacity or another. But trying to revive the Khalistan issue is something that comes naturally to the party. And now Kumar Vishwas, one of the biggest leaders and founding fathers of AAP, who has been a vocal critic of Kejriwal and his maddening policies, has come out with a statement that has taken aback everyone. The sidelined AAP leader has remarked that Kejriwal harbored dreams of becoming the Prime Minister of Khalistan. Yes, you heard it right. Khalistan, not India. Hi and welcome. You're watching TFI English, the national socio-political analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I'm your host Tanya, and in this video, I'll tell you about Kejriwal's prime ministerial ambitions. Let's begin. In an interview with ANI on Wednesday, which was shared by BJP's IT cell in charge, Amit Malviya, the poet turned politician, can be heard saying that Kejriwal claimed that he would either become Chief Minister of Punjab or will become first Prime Minister of an independent nation. Kumar said, "Amidst this, a person like him, whom I suggested not take support from the separatist and fringe elements who were linked to the Khalistani movement in the last elections, and he told me not to worry. When I asked him how he would become CM, he told me the formula as well. He is on the same path. Even if he is not on the same path, he will use a puppet to control the government." Kumar didn't stop here and exposed Kejriwal's skeleton in the closet by iterating, "He even made dangerous statements in front of me that everyone knows in Punjab. One day when I asked him about referendum 2020 that was being funded by ISI and other elements across the world, he told me not to worry. Either I will become Chief Minister of the state or I will become the first Prime Minister of an independent nation, that is Khalistan."
एक दिन तो मुझसे कहता है कि तू चिंता मत कर, या तो मैं एक स्वतंत्र सूबे का मुख्यमंत्री बनूंगा, और मैंने कहा ये अलगाववाद 2020 का रेफरेंडम आ रहा है, पूरी दुनिया फंडिंग कर रही है आईएसआई से लेके और बाकी अलगाववादी ग्रुप, तो कहता तो क्या हो गया, तो स्वतंत्र देश का पहला प्रधानमंत्री बनूंगा.
As soon as the video went viral on the realms of social media platforms, BJP leaders started cornering AAP and its egotistical leader. Sensing the sentiment was going against the party, AAP leader Raghav Chaddha came out with a statement that essentially termed Kumar Vishwas a liar. Chaddha said, "The malicious, unfounded, fabricated, inflammatory insinuations made by Mr. Vishwas are not only demonstrably defamatory but is redolent of promoting hatred, ill will, hostility in society and in particular against AAP, as well as supporters, as also intending to create a situation of unrest." Those who have followed Kejriwal's political trajectory closely understand that this is not his first rodeo with the Khalistani cause and the balkanization of India. As reported by TFI in 2018, Gurcharan Singh, a member of once banned Dal Khalsa, claimed that his group campaigned and even funded AAP during the 2017 Punjab State Assembly elections. Gurcharan accepted the same in public during a TV debate with Republic TV's editor-in-chief Arnab Goswami. When Arnab Goswami asked Gurcharan Singh whether his group funded AAP or not, Gurcharan replied, "Aam Aadmi Party was just a tool. It was a meaningless tool. It is an irrelevant party. Aam Aadmi Party is an irrelevant party brought in Punjab by a rogue. We used the AAP as a tool to expose the political system and electoral machines. AAP got 90 seats in Punjab. We used them as a tool to expose how flawed the electoral system is in the state." Kejriwal, during the canvassing process in Punjab in 2017, had even stayed in the house of Khalistan Liberation Front activist Gurvinder Singh. It is pertinent to note that Gurvinder is the former chief of KLF and is accused of inciting Sikh Hindu riots during the years when terrorism was at its peak in Punjab. He was even jailed in cases relating to murder and other heinous crimes. As reported by TFI in 2018, former AAP Member of Parliament from Patiala, Dharamveer Gandhi in Punjab, had come out in support of the Khalistan referendum. In an objectionable statement inciting susceptible elements, he had stated that people have the democratic and legal right to demand a separate homeland. Another former senior leader of AAP named Sukhpal Khera had supported a referendum for Khalistan. Khera had reportedly remarked, "I support the Sikh referendum 2020 movement as Sikhs have right to demand justice against atrocities suffered by them." For almost 2 decades, Punjab suffered the curse of strife and terrorism. The policies of Congress party and the politics played by the Akalis soaked the fertile soil of the state with the blood of its own people. Kidnappings, murder and ransom became the everyday ritual of the state. Terrorists demanded a separate homeland for Sikhs, Khalistan, but the armed forces went all out to crush the secessionist forces and eventually succeeded. However, an entire generation of Punjab was lost in the wanton bloodshed, and just when it looked like normalcy had returned, political parties like AAP have crawled out of their burrow holes attempting to sow seeds of chaos and anarchy. Supporting the Khalistan issue is a means to an end for AAP, nothing more, nothing less, and those who believe otherwise should take a good hard look at the cold facts.